Good morning. Good morning on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday before we get absolutely destroyed. I repeat, destroyed by a storm tomorrow. Hope you guys are doing pretty good. It's actually sunny out today for the first time in a while, which is kind of nice. It's not going to last too very long though. But anyways, Bitcoin. 49.1. We're going to go over a bunch of different, sort of short-term, long-term, all our fun charts this morning, okay? All our fun charts. What's going on, everyone? I see a good amount of the crew in here. Smaller crew today. Might be because people are trying to enjoy the weather before it starts getting out. We get destroyed tomorrow. That could definitely be the reason. I see Is, Dale, Ted, Kimmy, Tammy. I see Waterfly, Trent, Sarush, Joey V, and obviously Ecoms and Algo, the duo. You guys still hanging out right now? I like it. I like seeing it. If you guys if you guys end up getting married, let me know. Make sure I'm inviting to the wedding. Okay, make sure I'm invited to the wedding. Okay. But anyways. Bitcoin sitting at 49,100 right now. All right, so we had a little bit of a kind of a weird little dump and pump, right? The opposite of a pump and dump. This morning on the hourly, right? We were literally just kind of we got a little bit of a dump down to like 48,300, and then a nice pump up here. So very, very interesting morning, right? Like when I first started the stream, we're all the way up here at like 49,004, and we look like we're going to continue up to the upside. But that's sort of what we're looking at right now. Thank you. I better be invited. If I'm not invited, I'll be very, very offended. I really will. Okay. All right. Let's. I'm not too worried about the 1 hour chart though, guys. We just got to break this sort of level here at about 49.4, right? We just got to break 49.4, and then we'll go over some of our other targets more so, all right? So if you look at the 4 hour time frame, it still just looks like a nice little back test, right? You see our previous highs flipped into new support, okay? And a nice bounce off there. That's what, we're really sort of waiting on. Will we get that confirmed bounce back up to the upside? Right, which is interesting, right? We don't really know. We don't know what Bitcoin does here in the short term, and that's not really what I'm too much worried about, and what you guys really shouldn't be worried about either, right? I still think it's likely here at some point, depending on where we pull back to. Really, I think it's likely that we still come up to this range between 51,000 and 52,000. Right? There's too much confluence there at this, really 0.618. Right? We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but from our swing high at 65K to our swing low at 29K, right? Our golden pocket is right here between 51 and 52,000. Also, right, our last little consolidation or our last little pullback that we got, I don't even know if I can call these pullbacks, but, I think it's just kind of continued upwards price action. From this high to this low, our 1.618 Fibonacci also is right up in that $51,000 range. So a lot of confluence for us to go up to that range. And that's what we're waiting for. Not much has changed since yesterday on the short-term time frames, guys. We're at the exact same sort of level that we were before. Just sort of confirming this as support, which is really, really nice. I like this. I like this little cool down to build some support right here and not just go straight up, because what could happen, right, if we just go straight up is sort of then we don't really have anything on the way back down if we do come back down. Now we're building some support here. So if we come back down, we could have some support that could propel us back up at that level. So that's really the 4 hour, guys. Not much has really changed there as far as that goes. Not seeing anything really on the RSI. Really. Let's bring up the EMA. Let's check the EMA. 50 is right there. Let's actually do the 20. You guys know I like looking at the 20 here. 20 is still all the way down here. So sometimes I like bouncing off that on the sort of moves up. You can see right here, bounced off of it, bounced off of it, bounced off of it. So we could be waiting for this to catch up to us before we initially get that bounce and continue up. All right, short-term time frames, Bitcoin does what it wants to do. Now, the daily, okay, and guys, we're mostly going to look at, some of these long-term charts, that we have here. Looks like some of them got sort of messed up. They're going to have to redo some of those. But anyways, we're going to look at some of these longer-term charts and see what we're kind of looking at there. But really, guys, the daily chart, look at this downwards trend of resistance. Look at the downwards trend of resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, downwards resistance. We got to break this daily resistance. And I was saying earlier, or yesterday, that if we can break this downwards resistance on the daily, we're going to be looking really, really freaking good, right? We're going to be looking really, really freaking good. Vegas wedding. I like it, man. I like the Vegas wedding. Henry's coming. Geez, my flight is on Tuesday, right? So I think I'm going to be missing. I probably will get a delay or something, but I think I should be good still. Thank geez that my flight is on Tuesday, guys. Thank geez. But yeah, we got to break this daily resistance here. We just got to do it. We break this daily resistance, we're going to be looking good to freaking go. It's what's keeping us down, really, from having that next, parabolic move to the upside, right? Is this downwards resistance on the RSI. That's what we're waiting for. 51,000, 52,000, still the same range, right? Still the same range that we're waiting for there. Not much just has changed out from that, guys. Now, like I said, we're going to be looking at more so the longer term charts here because the weekly just looks unbelievable. Now, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. We're going to look at some more charts, really. But, 50,300 is a big level on the weekly that we're coming up to. The 236 Fibonacci is right at that level. That could be a little bit of a headache for us here on the weekly. That should be a little bit of a headache, but nevertheless, we'll see when we get there, right? We'll see when we get there. We haven't come back down to test these moving averages yet, our 20 SMA and our 20 EMA. We haven't quite done that yet. I would like to at some point do that, and I think we will at some point. Maybe after we test our golden pocket here on the shorter term timeframes, we come back down and test that. Probably think that would be a little bit too obvious of a move. Bitcoin doesn't like to do obvious moves. It likes to do the unobvious moves. So, yeah, we'll see when it comes to that. But we've been talking about this for a while, and this just looks really good to go. Obviously, this weekly chart, these indicators look awesome. We want our stock RSI to be topped out. It's getting topped out. We want the MACD to flip into bullish. It's flipped into bullish. And we want the weekly RSI to break this yellow trend line. And it's right at the trend line right now. We get any more upside momentum, guys, I think that we are going to break. Obviously, we're going to break this on the RSI, which is the third indicator I'm looking for a continued move to the upside. Okay, so the weekly looks unbelievable on your basic indicators that everyone likes to look at, right? And you guys might be saying, Jordan, isn't it bearish if we hit the stock RSI tops out? Well, no, it's not, right? You guys can see in the whole run last year when Bitcoin was at right here, okay, a little bit, we were at the same point, and then we were topped out all the way until Bitcoin got topped all the way up here. So this is why in the stock RSI in the longer term timeframes, you want to be topped out. You want to be topped out. That shows signs that you're bullish, bullish, bullish. Okay? That shows sign that you're bullish. In 2017, you could never reach that light. Look at 2017. You could never reach the top. Now, we haven't quite done it yet. We could easily start to round back out here. But as of right now, looking a lot stronger than 2017. A lot stronger than 2017. MACD as well. So, guys, it just looks way different on the indicators. And on the price action. Like, it does look way different on the price action, too. To me, at least. To me. A lot of people will try to compare it to 2017. All right, 2018, I don't really see the resemblance there personally. But switching on over to this chart. This is our 2-week chart. Let me actually clear these out because we don't need these quite yet. So our 2-week chart, guys. Look at our 2-week stock RSI. The only reason we look at this is the stock RSI. We're getting up to that range again. We're getting up to that damn range again, where if we break this on the stock RSI, we're going to start looking mighty good. And it correlates with the 1-week RSI, where this is the level that we got to break. All right? 2014, we couldn't break it. Went into obviously a continued bear market. 2017, look at how 2017, guys. This is why I don't like when people compare 2018 to 2018 bear market to this one. If this was a bear market, it's not even the pump that we're getting right now is not even close to how weak that the dead cat bounces were in 2017. Like look at these. Come on, man. Look at these bounces in 2018. Look at these. Pathetic. Pathetic. Look at these. We're about to get 3 2-week green candles in a row, or 3 in a row. Right? Here, the most you got was 2. And even that was completely pathetic. Right? Now a lot can change here in the next 2 weeks, right? A lot can change, but, you know, look at this 2-week stock RSI. Pathetic down here. Right? Look at this one. We're starting to move up here. We break this yellow trend line, which we couldn't do, like we talked about in 2014. That's another sign that not only the weekly is looking good, but the 2 weekly is looking good. Okay? So you literally can't even compare the two, in my personal opinion. Right? Can't even compare the two. Not even close. Kyle said I'm super bullish. We're super bullish, man. We are super bullish. Now, obviously, the bearish scenario, guys, I don't want to sound all bullish. The bearish scenario, okay, is if we get rejected right here and we start to curl back down. Now, that would mean that we need to get obviously some bearish momentum on the price action, right? But that's the bearish scenario. We can't get back over here and we round out. Same thing on that 1 week. We can't top this out and we round out. That's obviously the bearish scenario here. So I think we need one more, to break both of these, we need one more super bullish week. And I think that's going to be next week. I think that's going to be next. I think we're going to be seeing Bitcoin in the 50,000s coming up into next week. I'm pretty confident in that. Now, whether we have some type of pullback beforehand, maybe we come back down to like 47, 46, and then in the middle of the week, next week, start pumping, certainly is an option. But I think, you know, towards the end of next week, I think Bitcoin will be sitting in the 50,000s. That's my personal opinion. And I think we'll be breaking some of these indicators here. On the longer term time frames, right? What's up, Bootney? What's up, Bootney? It's been 4 weeks. We can stop calling it a bounce unless gravity laws have changed. Yeah, we're very close, guys. We can still, there's still the bearish possibility. So I don't want to always sound like a mobile. I like looking at it from both ways. There's still the possibility that we could reject and come back down, right? That's always a possibility. Okay. I see everyone's bullish in the chat. I see all the pickles. I see all the oranges. Just kidding. I don't see an orange. I want to see an orange in the chat. If I don't see an orange in the chat, I'm going to be very, very upset. Very, very upset. Anyways, let's go look at our monthly chart, right? You guys know I look at a couple things on the monthly and what I'm looking for the top of this bull run. You guys know I'm pretty adamant that we haven't topped out in this bull run just yet. I'm pretty damn adamant about that for a multitude of reasons. But in tonight's stream, we're gonna look at some on-chain data. More so in tonight's stream. I wanted to make today or this morning more about the long-term charts as Bitcoin's kind of going sideways, and I expect some price movement later on. So we're gonna focus more on short-term time frame stuff tonight. But we're gonna look at some on-chain stuff that's showing that, you know, it's not just the charts that are showing that we're not done. But anyways, the monthly chart, guys. Every run we've had, well, the ones that are I only like to count the last 2 because those are the true halvening, where Bitcoin has a halvening, supply shock. Those are the ones I like to look at, right? You can see on 2013 we topped out twice. Okay, we topped out twice on the monthly RSI. 2017, we topped out twice on the RSI. This one, we've topped out once, okay? So just based off history, I do believe that we have to top out twice on the RSI. Now, we're only going off 2 data points, but that's the only data points that we really have. There's my oranges. There's my oranges. Give me that vitamin C. Give me that freaking vitamin C. Algo, I don't like that moon face, man. It looks a little skeptical, man. Looks a little skeptical. Anyways, I think we need to top out twice here on the monthly, kind of like we did the last 2 times, right? Kind of like how we did the last 2 times. Also, right? If we look at this we're probably at this point, I mean, unless we get some massive sell-off, we're probably going to make 2 green months in a row. And how we've talked about in 2017, we never had 2 green months in a row. Not going to say that's any type of indicator at all. It's more so just an observation that on the whole way down, it was green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, and then a bunch of red. All right, this time we might get 2 green months in a row. Another reason why I don't think we can compare it. Also, we're holding our 12-month moving average. Okay, a 12-month moving average. So, you know, if we go back in the past, like for 2013, held that nicely on the way up. You know, and the dead cat bounces also bounce off this moving average. So that's not a confirmation of the continuation, because right here in this big dead cat bounce in 2014, we also bounced off the 12-month moving average. And in 2018, we also bounced off the 20-month moving average. What's important here is that we get continuation up and sort of a, in my opinion, a second girthy monthly candle. And we're getting just that. We're getting just that. That's what's different about this market versus the previous 2 bear markets, is we didn't get a second girthy green candle after a bounce off the 12-month. So that is looking good. We're literally no wick on the top. This is just a continuation candle as of right now. So yeah, I'm looking for this to double top, guys. Looking for the RSI and the monthly to double top, just like it has sort of in the previous 2 cycles. Okay, now where could that lead? Well, you guys know I like to look at the log regression curve as far as tops. Now you can see it's fit to 3 data points, obviously, so it's not sort of a guaranteed that we're going to touch this. It's only 3 data points, but you know, if we were to go straight up today, this is something I like to look at from you know, for a realistic expectation. I think, you know, there's a lot of people that throw out unrealistic expectations. If you went straight up today, this would top out around $130,000 Bitcoin, which, you know, we're looking at about a 3x on Bitcoin. Now that's today, right? We know over time, as the months go on, this gets higher and higher, right? So say in BitBoy's prediction, right? BitBoy's predicting a top in 2 months, right? So that would put the potential top on the log curve for Bitcoin at somewhere around 140,000, right, in 2 months. Say if a lot of people are calling for the end of the year, right, in December, that would call for a top somewhere around 150,000, right? And then you have people like Ben Cowan, like myself, who think we're going to top out, you know, probably some point next year, if I had to put my money on it, where, you know, say if we top out, you know, March, April of next year, could be looking at $180,000 Bitcoin. So it all depends. The longer we take to get up there, in my opinion, the higher that we're going to get based off history. So we'll see if that continues to play out, but it's definitely something to look at, right? All bulls are done. Look at the 1-minute chart. Fatty, come on, man. This is not a time to troll. We are all bulls in the chat, in my personal opinion. Fatty, I know you're just kidding, though. I know you're just kidding. And then the other thing I want to look at, this is the one that didn't get messed up. Of course, man. Of freaking course. The other thing that I wanted to look at is, I don't know how to handle a bear market. How you handle a bear market is you control your emotions, right? A lot of the time, these markets are sort of, you know, it's all emotions, right? So you always, what I've noticed with crypto is you always want to do the opposite of what the general public does, right? So a lot of times that's not very obvious. And I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm not talking about crypto Twitter, right? What you want to do is with the opposite, with the general public outside of crypto, really the crypto bubble, right? I like to call us, so everyone in here is part of the crypto bubble, right? We're all sort of have a hive mind mentality where when the price is going up, we're super bullish. When the price is going down, you know, we see thumbnails like Bitcoin's going to zero. Oh no, panic sell Bitcoin. We're in our crypto bubble, okay? Now, right now, the general public outside of crypto is still kind of bearish, right? They haven't jumped back in yet. And then that's supported by on-chain data. That's supported by Google Trend data. So when your friend, Ken, down the street, or your mom or your grandma starts asking you about Bitcoin, that's a big, big top indicator. And when no one around you is talking about crypto, right? I used to have people ask me all the time, oh, Jordan, crypto's doing so well. How you doing? How you doing? Crypto's doing so well. Nowadays, no one asks me about crypto. No one asks me. And that's what's bullish, right? When no one outside of crypto is talking about crypto and the prices are moving up, that's like a bullish divergence. Prices going up, people are talking less and less about crypto, bullish divergence, right? Whereas, you know, when the price is skyrocketing up and your friends and everyone and your mother is sort of talking about crypto, that's when you want to do the opposite, right? So buy when no one's talking about it and sell when everyone is talking about it. Sounds very, very simple, but it really is. You just got to sort of trick your mind into doing the opposite of what everyone thinks. If you trick your mind into doing what opposite of what everyone thinks, you're going to be pretty successful. And that's kind of with any type of investing, right? You want to buy low and sell high. But a lot of people can't buy low and sell high. They just can't. They can't wrap their head around the thought of not buying an asset that isn't green, right? They can't wrap their head around a thought of buying an asset that's red. Seems like a bad investment when it's red. It's actually a good investment when it's red. Versus buying green. Usually FOMO is not good, right? But I digress. We kind of went on a little bit of a rant there, but kind of wanted to step on that.
Rant alert.
When you feel like you're throwing your money into a fire, it's time to buy, right? Sort of, yeah. When you think that, so I have a different way of thinking now, just because I've been in the market for a while. But for the general public, when we're down here, right, you were probably so scared to buy, right? Down here, you were so scared to buy because all you heard is people calling for lower prices, right? When you're most scared to buy, that's when you probably should buy. When you want to buy the most, like right now, you probably want to buy a crap load, right? You probably want to throw all your money into crypto right now, right? Because why? Everyone's screaming higher prices, including myself, because I think we are going to go higher. But you know, when you get that FOMO urge, that's usually when you don't want to buy, right? And I'm not going to say that's not a good time to buy right now, but in a general investing sense, you know, everyone has FOMO right now, right? Everyone has FOMO or is going to have FOMO as we approach all-time highs. That's when you're going to want to throw your house in, and that's when it gets a little more risky to throw your house in, right? That's when it gets a little bit risky. Fear and greed. You want to switch your thoughts when you want to have greed down here and you want to have fear up here, right? You almost have to switch. You almost have to switch your thought process. And it's very, very hard to switch that thought process. And if everyone could do that, everyone would be rich. But unfortunately, not everyone can switch their thought process into thinking like that. So, but yeah. So you should just invert the charts and problem solved. That would actually probably work pretty well. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, I wanted to look at the other thing we're looking at. So this is the possibility that Bitcoin doesn't top out next year. I'm still under the assumption that it does, but like I said, I've been seeing this chart kind of fly around a little bit. So I wanted to go over it again for you guys because, like I said, I've been seeing this fly around. You know, if we take the previous cycles from the halving and we put them at where we had our biggest dip, okay, right here, we had our biggest dip right there, actually. And then our 2017 one, where we take from the halving and from the highs, and we extrapolate that for the biggest dip in the middle of the market. Guys, these dips happened at the exact same time in the freaking trend. It's nuts. It's nuts. And you can see the correlation, right? So this is the 2013, 2014 market. This is the 2016, 2017 market. From the middle point dips in the market, right? The biggest dips that we had. You can see the correlation here, all right? Yeah, everyone was panicking. Everyone was panic selling. When we hit that bottom, You can see the correlation of what happened. Now, I don't know if this is going to happen again. I'm not going to count it out. You know, obviously we would need some big money for this to happen again. I don't think that this is going to happen, but it's actually pretty cool to look at this from the midpoint cycle dumps. It's pretty cool to see this, and it's kind of calling for maybe some sort of sideways here on both trends. You had a little bit of consolidation at these levels before a rocket up. I don't know if it's going to happen. You would need some serious money to come in for this to happen again. But you know, I'm under the assumption that we're going to top out somewhere over here rather than this to happen again. All right. I think that's very unlikely, but I've been seeing this thrown around a lot. So I wanted to give my sort of opinion on this. Now, the other thing we can look at is, you know, from the halving points. So there and there, a lot of people like to look at the halving. And it's the same type of thing, guys. We've talked about this multiple times. I mean, when the prices are dropping. Facts. Fear triggers my FOMO. I thought fear kept buying through June. That's how I felt. Yeah. I mean, when the prices are going up, guys, that's when you want to buy the most. And it's human emotion, because you want to buy. You have a fear of missing out. That's why people call it FOMO, right? You just literally have that fear of missing out on the gains. And that's what the market movers want you to think. So, but yeah, in right here, guys, 2013, exact same thing happened. Okay, 2017, not as big of a dump, but same exact thing happened at the exact same point in the cycle. The exact same point in the cycle. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna get this parabolic again. So good, so far, so good, right? But the problem with this market is we're gonna need a lot more money to come in to get something like this. Which I'm not going to count it out. Like, a lot of people were talking about down here, we're saying, oh, Bitcoin will never pass 20,000 again. It needs way too much money to get past 20,000. Do you know how much money Bitcoin needs to get past 20,000? That's what a lot of people were saying down here, right? A lot of people were calling for, you know, sort of low ball tops, like a double top at 20,000, 30,000 to 50,000, and we ended up going to 65, you know, relatively quickly, right? Relatively quickly. With not much resistance on the way up. So if Bitcoin decided to do something like this, I wouldn't be surprised, because Bitcoin always seems to overexceed our expectations up to a certain point, right? So this is obviously the bullish scenario. Now, the bearish scenario, right, because I like to look at both, is obviously this was the top of the cycle, and this is the dead cat bounce. Like I've kind of gone with all the charts, guys, the only thing that the bears are really holding on to right now is the Elliott wave, you know, the 1, 2, 3 Elliott wave, which, guys, I can argue the Elliott wave is anything, man. I could say this is a 1, 2, 3 wave, like I like to say. 1, 2, and a third wave up. I could argue this is just one giant, this is the third wave on the way up, right? I could argue anything's a damn Elliott wave. But the bears are saying this is an Elliott wave, which you can't rule out, right? You can't rule out that, but I think that's kind of picking straws. You're taking a 3-wave Elliott wave and trying to use that as your expectation of what's going to happen next. The other thing they're hanging their heads on is well, a lot of things they were hanging their heads on before have been completely invalidated, like the 20-week SMA invalidated, the 200-day SMA invalidated. Okay. The other thing they're holding their heads on is the golden pocket zone. So that's the big level. A lot of bears are going to flip bullish if we break 52,000. That's what they're holding their heads on. That Elliott wave and the wave he rode on. Yep. Elliott wave. Ezekiel Elliott. He has a good offensive line, so he's got a good Elliott wave. What's up, third proverb? You missed a lot, man. We've talked about a lot of long-term charts. A lot of long-term charts, my friend. What chart was I just on? Holy crap. Oh, yeah. The other thing they're holding their head on is the golden pocket zone. That's a big thing. And then the third thing they're holding their head on is this bearish divergence in the daily, we could nullify this today. You know, if we get some type of pump this weekend, doesn't have to be today, but some kind of pump this weekend, we could easily nullify this on the daily. So that's one thing they're holding their heads on, the golden pocket zone, 51, 52,000, and the Elliott wave theory. A lot of these things are are kind of nitpicking, right? And you know, as a bull down here, we were kind of nitpicking, right? We were nitpicking as far as bullishness goes. Now I think the bears are nitpicking. And that's not coming from a bull. Like, I just don't see much bearish on the chart right now. I mean, it's hard to be bearish when Bitcoin's had 5 green weeks in a row. It's sort of hard to be bearish. And a lot of people are going to say, you know, well, Bitcoin had 5 green weeks in a row right here, and we got rejected. The difference was we couldn't break the 20 SMA on that bounce. We couldn't break the 20 SMA. That's the difference. The other difference was you didn't flip green on the MACD. The other difference was you couldn't break this yellow trend line on the RSI. The other difference was you couldn't top out on the stock RSI. Well, we've done all those things this time. Topped out on the stock RSI, flip green in the MACD, right at that trend line, ready to break if we get a little bit more upwards price action. Broke the 20 SMA. We've done all those things. That's what's different this time. If every one of those things was still looking bearish, I would tell you guys. But everything is different this time. Okay? So I'm hoping that we break some of these bearish indicators right now, like this daily RSI. Like this could flip us back, right? There's always the possibility, guys, of us coming up to this golden pocket and getting rejected and getting the third Elliott wave. The third Elliott wave. There's always a rejection, a possibility of that. Don't rule out anything for BTC, but, you know, sort of, I don't know. I'm seeing the market in that type of way. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you guys think in the chat about the long-term charts on Bitcoin? I want to know your guys' opinions. Because if you guys have a bearish opinion, I'd like to know. If there's any indicator that looks bearish to you. Oh, and how could I forget? How could I forget? There's a couple different things I wanted to look at too as far as indicators go on the long-term time frames as well. You guys know I love my long-term time frame charts, man. They get me going. They really get me going. Like, it's ETH and long-term charts. I take those over over a bunch of things. I feel like big money is just moving this right now. Do you? Yes and no. Yes and no. We'll look at some of this stuff tonight. I'm going to put together some on-chain metrics that I want to look at that are showing you that the long-term hodlers, 1+ years, 1+ year hodlers are adding their positions, which in 2018 they were getting rid of some of their positions, right? So in 2018 they were selling off on the dead cat bounce. This time they're not selling off. This time they're adding to their positions. It's another reason why it's different. We'll take a look at some of that stuff tonight. I'll put together some of that stuff. I didn't have it ready to go today, but yeah, we'll look at some of that stuff. So a couple different indicators I want to look at here was, and this is not the real market cipher, but we had on the weekly chart, we had a green dot on the weekly, this market cipher. Last couple times we had that when we were below, right? When we were below the bottom side was right here in 2020. You can see what happened after that. Right here in January 2020. Now, this obviously we have to sort of, this would probably have been a continuation of the bull market if we didn't have the craziness that happened last year. Obviously, if we didn't have this black swan event, we probably would just want to continue it up. So sort of take that for what it is. And then the third time we had that down here was down here in 2018. Okay, that's one of the things I wanted to look at there. And the other one was the hash ribbon indicator, which a lot of people have been talking about too. Where's obviously the hash ribbons. A lot of people have been looking at this too. That had a buy signal for the first time since down here in December of 2020, and down here in July of 2020, and down here of April 2020, and right here in December. Obviously, continuation down here in December of 2018. Right, so there's just so much stuff pointing up, and the bears are kind of nitpicking with their Elliott waves and all this stuff. I'm not going to say we can't continue down, guys. It's always a possibility we can continue down, but the long-term charts are pointing up. Now, you can zoom in here on the 1 hour and be like, holy moly, we're going to zero, or, you know, holy moly, we're going to zero. This stuff doesn't tell you much. Stuff doesn't tell you much, guys. So, you know, we'll go with that. But, yeah. Not sure what's going to happen now that the institutions are here. Not sure what's going to happen either. Not sure what's going to happen either. We obviously, there was some news with BlackRock investing in Bitcoin miners. That's super bullish. We know how much money BlackRock has. I forget how much it was. I think they had something ridiculous amount, like 10 trillion. I'm not sure how much money they have. I'm not going to state. Someone probably knows a little bit better than me on here. Third Provert said zoom out. Facts. Zoom out, my friend. Zoom out. I'm bullish. Learn not to FOMO. Learn not to FOMO. Okay? Now, there's different kinds of FOMOing, right? So, you know, a lot of people would say maybe buying right here is still FOMOing. To me, it's not so much that. I think, you know, I have my strategy in buying 20% dips. It works for me. It doesn't work for everyone else. A lot of people don't have the patience to do that. You know, so, you know, different strategies work for different folks, you know, but that's the kind of strategy I look up, and that helps me not FOMO, right? That helps me not FOMO, because there's times that I want to FOMO in. Like, I'm still human, guys. There's times that when Solana was going up here, I wanted to FOMO in. I wanted to get on this party. But, you know, I'm holding out. I'm holding out. And if that 20% dip doesn't come, I move on to the next coin. It's not a big deal. It was a missed opportunity. You're better missing an opportunity than FOMOing into a coin and getting stuck at the top, right? That's my theory on this. So, is what it is. BlackRock will probably own the world pretty soon. Yep. They probably own the world. I mean, they bought 9.49 trillion. Yeah, I was gonna say 10 trillion. I didn't want to sound dumb though, but that's what I heard too. 10 trillion bucks, which is nuts. They've been scooping up real estate left and right too. They get a lot of money. So if they're investing in Bitcoin, they know what's up. They know what's up. Whether it's not Bitcoin in buying Bitcoin individually, but sort of buying Bitcoin miners, that's extremely bullish. We also had Coinbase just come out, say they just bought $500 million worth of crypto, not just Bitcoin, and they're going to be putting 10% of their profits, or it was 10 or 20% of their profits, into crypto as they go on. That's a lot of money that's going to be pouring into crypto as well here. And then obviously you have Amazon creating a crypto sort of department. It's only one position as of right now, but still, that means that they're interested in crypto. Okay, you have Walmart creating a position into crypto. Okay, means that they're interested in crypto. We're still in the early stages, guys. These big companies are showing signs of getting excited for crypto. We're still in the early stages of this. It's super exciting. When you start seeing Amazon, Walmart, Apple, right, PayPal, all these companies coming in and showing interest in crypto, showing that they know crypto exists, it's exciting. It's exciting. I don't know. We're still early in this, dude. We're still really freaking early. And that's why a lot of people saying that, oh, where's the money going to come from? Where's the money going to come from to get us into the six figures for Bitcoin? That's where the money's going to come from, right? Obviously, retail FOMO will get us up there too, right? Once we break all-time highs again, the retail FOMO is going to go berserk. That money will help too, but that's the money that's going to get us up to the six figures. If we want to get to the six figures, we need that money. We need that friggin' money. So, yeah, that's my rant there on the long-term charts. I'll go ape invested in Bitcoin. That's how you know. Whenever I sell a coin, it pumps next day. Max. All right. 10:55. We're doing pretty good here. We're doing pretty good. No one should trust my opinion. I'm a natural optimist. I was bullish on May 18th. Yeah, a lot of people were still bullish, man. A lot of people were still bullish. You can't, like I said, you can't predict you can't predict the day-to-day movements on Bitcoin. It's all about the long-term trajectory, right? The long-term trajectory of Bitcoin is up, and insanely up. This is on the log chart. This is on the long chart. Okay, the projection of Bitcoin is up, up, up. That's what matters, dude. It's not about the day-to-day, price swings. This looks big because it's obviously a lot of money coming out, but you can see how quickly we can get that back in. Like, that comes back in like nothing. So, a lot of people look at this. Oh, Bitcoin's losing momentum. You zoom out on the non-log chart, you're going nuts, right? You're going absolutely nuts. So always remember the long-term trajectory. You're not going to be able to predict. Even the best analysts or best predictors in the world of these markets can't predict the day-to-day movements on Bitcoin. All we're confident of is the upwards trajectory over the long term of crypto, right? Karen, there we go. I feel like we have to lose before we learn, Kimmy. We all have to lose. I got screwed. Like I said, in 2017, I wasn't in the. I mean, like I said, I was a kid coming out of. I was like what? 2017 was what? We also want to call it 5 years ago. Crap. I was what? 22, right out of college. Not a lot of money, but the money that I did have, I burned a lot of that in 2017. I put myself in a little bit of a hole back then. You got to sort of learn. You got to learn and adapt to the market. And the longer you're in this market, the more you'll learn. You'll make a lot of mistakes. You'll lose a lot of money. You'll lose a lot of money. You'll invest it. It's not really losing it. But in your mind, you're gonna feel like you lose it, and you're gonna think that this is a scam. This is a scam. It's the people that stay that end up reaping the benefits. It's the people that want to call it a scam and dip because they lost a little bit of money up front. Those are the people that are going to FOMO back in when it gets to the top again, lose again, going to call it a scam again, not buy at the bottom. It's going to go again. They're going to buy at the top. They're going to call it a scam on the way back down, not buy the bottom. Cycle, cycle, cycle. Algo Ape invested in Bitcoin. That's how you know. James said, I joined 20 minutes late and I've been playing at 2x speed to catch up. Almost there. Jordan, you sound really funny on double speed. Do I? Double speed must be insane, dude. Double speed. Whenever I sell a coin, it pumps next day. That's the way the market works, man. They want you to, they paint the chart to get you to sell, okay? And they paint the chart to get you to buy. Right? So right now, I mean, maybe you could argue that they're painting the chart to get you to buy, right? They want people to FOMO in. That's why I don't like the FOMO. And then down here, they're painting the chart to get you to sell. So they get you to sell, they get you to buy. Right? Get you to buy, get you to sell, get you to buy, get you to sell, get you to buy, get you to sell. That's really what they're doing. They're creating liquidity for themselves by moving the market in certain directions. It's actually quite fascinating how they do it, and how they literally paint the charts. These whales, they paint the charts to get money for themselves. It's actually fascinating. And once you understand what they're doing, it's actually really fascinating. When you look back in history and what they've done, it's quite obvious what they do from a certain stance, and they use human emotion to control the market. It's awesome. It's awesome. Now, it's not awesome for a lot of people, right? A lot of people get wrecked, but it's awesome how they kind of make it work, right? Chuck said I listened to almost everything at 1.25x. There you go, Chuck. All right, so that's almost at 1.25x. Bitcoin's not really moving right now, guys. We're still just sitting at that $49,000 level. Not much has really changed since then. Kind of just chilling. Look at the 15-minute. Anything really going on there? Nope. Pure sideways action. Pure sideways. Let's actually look at the, just for fun, look at some of the shorter term time frames. Oh, do we have a little wedgie? A little short term wedgie? Hold up. You guys know I love the wedgies. Oh yeah. You guys know I love my wedges. Now this is a short term wedge, so take it for what it is. You know? You guys know I love my wedgies. We'll see if this guy plays out in the 5-minute. A little short term. Wedgies never lie, man. Wedgies never lie. Bitcoin loves the wedgies. All right, let's look at some ETH. Just real quick on ETH, not much here. We're just going sideways between 2,900 and 3,300, right? Up, down, up, down, up. Now we're getting rejected at 3,300 again. Guys, I'm telling you, we break this level, 3320, 3330, around that level. ETH could be seeing a really, really nice move up. Because look at the weekly chart. This is what really counts here. Look at the weekly. You got nothing. You break this level here, you got nothing. And it's really this little wick right here. That's what's keeping you down here on the weekly. I don't think it's going to last. But I don't think it's going to last. But if you do break this, 3,900 is coming next. Simple as that. Simple as that. There goes BTC. The wedges never lie, bro. The wedges never lie. I'm not going to say this is going to continue up, but what did I tell you?
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
What did I tell you, bro? Dude, do not count out the wedges, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, we'll see if we got that initial pump. We'll see if we get that, you know, that breakout confirmation here with the close. We need a close up here, guys, but you know, sort of the pump song. It's the 5-minute, guys, so you know, take it for what it is. We're still just in a range, right? We're still just in a range. I don't know if we can play the pump music for a 5-minute wedge breakout. That would be pretty moon boyish. That would be very, very moon boyish. But still, man, the wedges never lie. See, target's up here. The target is up here at 49.4. We gotta get the close though. We gotta get the close. The potato wedges are always bullish. They are always bullish. All right, we'll continue to watch that real quick with ETH. Right, 3,900's next. And what I would like to continue to say with ETH, man, what I want to say with ETH is ETH just looks so good. Man, you guys know I've been comparing ETH to this right here. This section right here is where I think we're at with ETH. Now you might be looking at this and say, that means ETH doesn't have that many gains left. Right? You might say, oh, if ETH is right here, I think we're somewhere right here. I think what I'm comparing right now to ETH, I think we're right here. Okay? Where that you're getting that second lower high. You know, it might consolidate for a while and then continue up. That's where I think we're at. And you might be looking at this. That's not that much gains for ETH. That's another. You're talking from 350 to 1,400. You're talking almost another 4 or 5x for ETH. If that was, you know, the same. Now, obviously 2017 much lower market cap, so it's easier to kind of control the market there. But that's what I'm watching for. That's what I'm watching for. Obviously, perfect bounce off the weekly EMA ribbon. And this is what I like to compare 2018 to, guys. 2018, we broke the daily EMA ribbon on ETH. Okay? This time, we just bounced off of it, just like we did over here. Okay? Just like we did over here. And then if you guys have to add more fuel to the fire, that doesn't tell you anything. Okay? 2018, we never got back above both the 20 and the 10 SMA for ETH on any of the bounces. Boom, 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 boom. Couldn't do it. Okay? Can't say the same about right here. Went below it, got back above it. What did we do over here? We went below it, got an initial rejection, but we have blasted back above both. It's not the same as over here. I'm tired of people saying it's the same over here. It's not the same. It's not even close to the same. Not even freaking close to the same as over here. Not even close. There's no way you can give it. The only way you can compare it is because we had a big drop and then now we're getting a pump. That's the only thing that's similar. Only thing that's similar. Not saying it can't round out, right? It's always still the possibility of it rounding out, right? There's always the possibility. You cannot rule that out because crypto does what it wants when it wants. But if we're looking at the charts and just comparing, it's nowhere near the same. Nowhere near the same. Finally caught up. There you go, James. There you go, James. And what else would I want to look at? Oh, the total market cap. Looks like Bitcoin could be the back test. Guys, these wedges are beautiful. Let's see if Bitcoin confirms the back test and then bounces. Let's see. Let's see. If it does, you guys, I'm gonna literally change my name on YouTube to Crypto Wedge or Crypto Potato Wedge. Should I change my name on YouTube to Crypto Potato Wedge? Let me know. Total 2. I don't know if we have the full data on total 2. Okay, we do. Total 2 market cap on here. Let me go to the weekly on this guy. Okay, so total 2 market cap. I was hearing all the bears, every single one of them, talking about the total 2 market cap. And it's funny because you don't hear this anymore from the bears. You guys probably know exactly which people I'm talking about. Okay, all the bears were trying to say this was going to be a dead cat bounce because of the fact that altcoins, they're not so much controlled by Bitcoin anymore. And back here in 2018, you had to sort of buy Bitcoin to go to altcoins. Now you can either do it from fiat or you can do it from stable coins. So a lot of people were saying, oh, it's not a blow off top this time on Bitcoin because sort of it's a blow off top for altcoins because that's the speculative asset at this point. Bitcoin's not the speculative asset. Bitcoin's the store of value and altcoins are the speculative asset. Okay? Now, Jordan Wedge. Now, if we look at this, okay, dude, this is not even close to the same. We're coming up to pushing all-time highs on the total 2 market cap for altcoins. So the bear, it's funny because I don't hear any bears talking about this anymore. And I watch their videos to get their sentiment. I like to not cloud my sentiment with bullish. So I watch guys, I watch the bearish guys like Crypto Savvy, Crypto Kirby, a bunch of the bearish guys, right? And they don't talk about this anymore, but that was all they were hyping on. That was all they were harping on down here. But now if you look at the total 2 market cap, they don't harp on it at all. Why? ETH looks good, ADA looks good, Solana looks good. All these high cap altcoins are going nuts. Now, if we look at this with our moving averages too, look at the total 2 market cap. It's the same exact thing as ETH. We couldn't break back above those moving averages, the 10 or the 20 on the whole way down. What have we done this time? We didn't only break it, but we destroyed those 2 moving averages like they were absolute butter. Okay, and we're literally getting close to, we're pushing the weekly close highs. We're very, very close. The other thing I wanted to look at real quick was right here. And look at this bounce. Back here, the weekly EMA ribbon, we cannot get any confirmed bounce to the upside. Look at this bounce. Look at this bounce here. Going absolutely nuts. Absolutely nut burgers. Okay? And I'm going to continue to compare it to one of these down here. Want to compare it to one of these down here. The Bears don't have a quarterback. Facts. Just a perfect bounce off the weekly EMA ribbon. All the way up. 2018 we broke it. We got above it, but we couldn't get any confirmation up. This time we're just bouncing off of it, just like we did back here a couple times. Okay, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Anything else I wanted to look at on this? Did I want to look at the volume? Not so much. Not so much anything on that. I mean, it makes sense why the volume topped out. It was our local top. Let's see. Let's see if. Yeah, I mean that's really what I want to talk about there on that, guys. That's really what I want to talk about there. Not much else. There was something else I wanted to look at on this. I forget. I friggin' forget, man. It's all good. It's all good. We're good to go. We're good to go on that. Let's see. Yeah, we're good to go on that. Oh, the other thing, okay. When I always hear that the Bears, like the Bears are the Bears. I understand where they're coming from a lot of time. The other argument they were making was, oh, all coins don't drop. You don't drop 60-70% in a bull market, right? That's not what these altcoins or Bitcoin does. Not at all. Well, that's just false too. That's literally just false too. We looked at this before. ETH in 2017 dropped 67% in the middle of the market. Okay? Once. And then you might say, oh, Jordan, that's just one time. You know, that's just one time for ETH. Well, we'll look at that again too. What did we drop this time for ETH? Not comparing it once again, but we dropped 62% on ETH. Exactly the same. We actually dropped less this time than 2017. So that argument is also invalid. Okay? So, yeah. You guys know my standpoint on this. Look at Bitcoin, dude. Look at that back test, bro. How can I change it here? Why doesn't it let me change it? Where's the box? Dude, where's the box for the text? I gotta call myself Crypto Wedge. I'm changing my channel name, by the way, guys, to Crypto Wedge. You know what I mean? But yeah, look at that back test on that wedge. This is a dude. You cannot count out the wedgies. You can't. You pumped, back tested. Now we're trying to continue back up. Now, obviously, we have to wait for confirmation, but beautiful, beautiful little wedge there. Crypto wedge. Adam pumping today. We can go real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on altcoins right now because we looked at so many altcoins last night. It was nuts. But we'll jump through a couple of the big ones here. ADA still testing highs, right? We just got to break this all-time high wick here. We wicked above it a couple times, but we're having a hard time getting a daily close above it. So we really just want to have a daily close above that wick, okay? Above this previous all-time high wick at like 247, right? Link's just chilling too. Link's waiting for that next, like, I really don't know what Link's waiting for. Very, very similar to ETH, right? Where ETH is just kind of waiting for that next confirm move up. Very, very similar chart, really. You're just waiting for that next impulse up. You're probably waiting on Bitcoin to sort of settle down here. Look at that, man. Look at that. I gotta just start trading wedges, guys. I gotta start literally trading my wedges because I would be cooking right now. I would be like 12 for 12 longing my wedges to the upside. They play out every time. They literally play out. Maybe I'm gonna start trading my wedges. I'll do no leverage. Maybe I'll put some leverage in there. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. As soon as I say that, the wedges aren't going to play out, though. They're not going to play out. All right. So Link, yeah, Link's just sleeping. Link is just like ETH, kind of just hanging out in this little range, right? You just got to break these previous highs. You did. You actually came back down and back tested. Now you just need that confirmation up. Same thing as ETH. Waterfly said Adam was doing nice. So check out Adam real quick for my guy Water in the chat. Very, very Water. Holy moly. Here you go. Wow. Nice, man. That's real nice. Wow. Look at that wedge. Make your wedges an NFT series. Dude, you're right at your golden pocket right now. So look at that initial bounce. Right up to the 382, right up to the 0.5. Now you're at your golden pocket. So this could be a potential pullback area, though. Guys, sort of calling for pullback areas right now for crypto is sort of a damning task, because a lot of these are just so bullish that it's ridiculous right now. This would be a logical area to pull back from, right? Golden pocket, daily RSI is in the 80s. So this would be a typical pullback area, maybe to retest some highs somewhere in this range. But yeah, I mean, continue up. Your 786 is, you know, around 27 bucks, and then it's up here towards 32 bucks again. Adam's going nuts, going literally nuts. We'll check quickly. Dot's continuing up. Looks like Dot didn't get that pullback. Looks like Dot is... This is probably when you're going to see altcoins go nuts, guys, because Bitcoin's sort of just settling. And we know when Bitcoin just settles, that's when the altcoins go nuts. So I don't be surprised to see altcoins start going nuts here. I really wouldn't. Or they're just waiting for Bitcoin's next move. That could be a potential scenario too. But yeah, the 0.5 fib up here at 20, around 29, really like 30 bucks even, is that next one for Dot. Looks like you tried to wick up to it. You got an initial rejection. So we'll see what Dot does, but Dot just continuing its pretty good run here too. Dots, guys, you got to remember how good these altcoins are performing right now. Like, let's take a step back and think about how bullish these altcoins are doing right now. A lot of these coins are doing ridiculous amounts. Like we've talked about Solana, we've talked about Cardano. Look at Dot. Dot's been low key doing very, very well. We're talking almost a 3x for Dot here. You know, from the bottom, 10 bucks almost to 30 bucks. Let's take a step back and realize how much ridiculousness is going on in crypto right now, right? Let's take a step back. Let's not get too greedy. So when we start saying, oh, why isn't my coin moving? So let's say if Dot has like 2 red days here, let's take a step back and realize how much these coins are actually moving up right now. So if you have a few red days, you know, you got to remember, like, Dot's done a 3x in a month. That's nuts. That's literally nuts. So, you know, next target is 34 to 35 bucks if you continue up. Just remember, you've done a 3x in a month, though, right? Just remember that. The FOMO is real. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. So just remember how much this stuff is going up. Seriously. All right, XRP, sort of like ETH and Chainlink, where it's just kind of settling in a range. Having a hard time getting a daily close above like 128. But I think if you break that in a daily close, you should be good. I like the round out and continuing up. Let's see if you came back down. Not quite there. Check the 4-hour. Nice bounce off the 4-hour EMA ribbon. Looks like you're coming back down to it again here. I like XRP and the shorter term time frames, just real quick. I think that a consolidation is here for XRP, I'd probably be looking for another move. As long as Bitcoin stays relatively bullish, I'd probably be looking for another move pretty soon here for XRP. You can see we're just going up and down in symmetrical triangle. So another move could be coming to that 140 to 145 range, right? 140 to 145. BNB, another one, just kind of chilling like a little villain right now, as you like to say. Chilling like a villain on BNB. Let's see what BNB is doing. So I think BNB, from a logical standpoint, we know crypto is not logical though, guys. Like, that's why I always repeat myself a lot, because I don't want people to take my stuff out of context. You know, I like to look at stuff from a logical standpoint, but crypto is not always logical. It's not. Especially in times like this. Like, no asset should do a 3x in a month. Especially, like, no asset should do a 3x in a month. Only crypto does that, right? So you got to remember a lot of this stuff isn't logical. But right here, June highs, right? Obviously, August highs here. A nice little back test would be nice. Nice little back test, but does that happen? I don't know. At times like this, you're sort of guessing on direction, but you know, if we're just looking at sort of, you know, tops to bottoms, I think DI is gravity. Top to bottom. Looks like you're hanging out on your 0.5 fib right now, trying to hold that as support. So that could propel you up to your golden pocket zone, which is 505 and like 520. Very, very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. And as long as the trend stays bullish on Bitcoin, the macro, right, the leader, as we per se, I don't see anything that should propel this down. Don't see anything. Okay. Matic is not moving, only up 130% in a month. Matic's not moving, only up 138% in a month. A lot of people just look at like the daily price action, like, why isn't my coin moving, right? And then you go look at it, you know, monthly gains. These altcoins are doing 2, 3, some even 4x's in a month, you know. Doge, same kind of thing. You're sort of just waiting for that next confirmed move up, right? Waiting for that next confirmed move up. You topped out and you're rounding out now. You're seeing this from a lot of coins. You topped out, you're rounding out, just trying to continue up. You probably have some type of symmetrical triangle going on for Doge too. And you do. You're going to see this from a lot of coins. Right here. Boom. And higher lows. Depending on how you want to draw it. You could probably draw Doge a little bit more secure, actually. Something like this. The Doge probably has a move here relatively soon as well. You can see this. Higher lows, lower highs. You probably got a move here coming for Doge. And if Bitcoin stays up in this ranges, I'm going to predict it goes up. That's just me going with the trend, right? The trend is your friend until the end, is what they say. Sol, look at Sol. Sol's just, Sol's having a red day. We're bearish on Sol.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero. Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
We're bearish on Sol. We're having a cute little red day. No, but in all seriousness, Sol's in price discovery, right? So other than your all-time high as possible support, you're in price discovery. So let's take a look at, I think our target was like $83 on our 1.618 fib. And I think, did we hit it? Dude, look at that. Look at, you can't make that stuff up. You can't make that stuff up. I need that as a soundboard. That's beautiful. Can't make that damn stuff up. Right there, 1.618. Now, if you continue up, right, say if you continue up for Sol, that's going to put you at approximately 121. 121. So Don't count that out. A lot of people are laughing at me with this 1.618. Oh, Sol will never do that. Bitcoin hasn't broken all-time highs yet. Sol won't do that. Boom, you hit it perfectly. It's so hard to find this damn video. 121 is that next target for Sol. Don't count it out, guys. Don't count it out. A lot of people were laughing at me when I said 83 bucks when Sol broke all-time highs, and it hit it. So don't laugh. Don't be laughing. Let me get rid of those. Maddox went from bottom of 62 cents to 162. 166% in a month. Why isn't Matic moving? I say that all the time. Why isn't Matic moving? You went from 60 cents to 162 in a month. I think it's doing just fine, right? So you broke those previous highs, kind of like we're waiting for, you know, XRP, Chainlink, ETH. Matic already did it. So Matic broke that high, which is very, very nice. Why does this stuff randomly keep popping up? It's actually slight annoying. And on the daily, boom to boom, sold 1,000 in 3 years. I don't know about that. That could be pretty ridiculous. That could be pretty ridiculous. But Matic, golden pocket zone is your next resistance. If you can break these previous highs from June and June 15th, all these down here, you got your golden pocket zone. 191, 198, somewhere in that zone is coming for Matic. So we'll patiently wait and see it, just like with all the other altcoins, guys. As long as Bitcoin stays bullish, I'm not counting these upside targets out. I'm just not, because a lot of these coins are just doing the same patterns. Look at this, ETH Classic. So this is just like what Matic did before it broke out. You just got to break 74.50 on ETH Classic. You do that, 90 bucks, probably your golden pocket zone's next, actually, like 100 bucks, 105 bucks is coming for ETH Classic. You just got to break your previous highs. And if you zoom in, they're all making the same damn pattern. Look at on the 4-hour, guys. They're all doing the same damn thing, ready to move, whether it's to the upside or downside, who knows. But I think you're going to see something along the lines of this. Making lower highs, higher lows. I think you're going to see some type of consolidation. You're going to see this on every altcoin chart. Higher lows, lower highs. Consolidating for a possible move up or down. Right? The trend is your friend till the end. Right? So I'm going with this is going to break up. Depends on what Bitcoin's going to do at the end of the day. VeChain, same damn thing, dude. Same damn thing. Look at VeChain. Even more beautiful. Lower highs, higher lows. Consolidating into the next move. Once again, trend is your friend to the end. I expect you to break up, in my personal opinion. Okay? You're going to see this from a bunch of different altcoins. They all have the same pattern going on. Theta. Look at Theta. Lower highs. And depending on where you want to draw this from, you can take it from a couple of different anchor points, but higher lows. All right? Trend is your friend to the end. I'm expecting you to break up. Just damn. DXY dumping. Obviously, it's the weekend, so we'll see what happens there. But the DXY ended last week with a little bit of a dumpage. I'm expecting that rising wedge to break down, and the stock market was going up into the weekend. So that spells good for crypto for this weekend. Maybe we just get a nothing burger and go sideways all weekend. I'm not expecting that. I'm not expecting that personally. You know, it's all good. At the end of the day, to be honest with you, you can't make this stuff up. Zoom out. It is what it is. Everyone panic, strap up. There you go, Proverb. Proverb knows what's up, dude. He knows what's up. Yeah, if you guys can't find the link, I posted on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter. Links in the description. Or I post it in the Discord. Right? YouTube doesn't send the notifications out for the members only streams just yet. It's still in beta. It's been in beta forever. I'm not sure what they're doing on that. It seems like a pretty easy thing to implement, but nonetheless, That's where you'll find the link. You can also find the link on the community page on the channel as well, if you miss out on that. So, all right. What else you guys got in here? What else you guys got? Waiting to ETH to pull a Solana for me. That would be fun. ETH was the first really mover of this run, guys. A lot of people forget, like ETH was going nuts here. We talked about it yesterday. We had 17 out of 18 green days in a row for ETH to start this run. It's been consolidating the last week, and a lot of that money's been going into other coins. But eventually, right, people are going to take profits from those altcoins and put them back into Bitcoin and ETH. That's just always how the cycle's gone. Bitcoin and ETH move, altcoins move. Bitcoin and ETH move, altcoins move. So we're consolidating right now. I'm expecting a move up here relatively soon. Once we break this high for ETH, I'm expecting a move up pretty fast. Just like we did down here. We had 17 out of 18 days in a row of green. One red day. That's nuts. You don't see runs like that very often. That's ridiculous. I will get... Sounds good, Brian. All right. Other than that, we've talked about a lot this stream. We've talked about a lot of damn stuff. A lot of damn stuff here. Total. Yeah, dude, total just looks unbelievable. Look at the total market cap real quick, guys. Look at the total market cap. Let me get rid of these. Bro, you broke these previous highs. That's nuts. You don't have anything till up here. Look at that total market cap chart. Beautiful. Beautiful breakout to the upside. You don't have anything till up here. Your weekly closes at 240 trillion. 2.4 trillion. It's nuts. Nuts. That's where you're going. 2.4 trillion. That's where you're going. All right? Not afraid to make that claim. But yeah, 2.4 trillion. What's up, Brian? If this is what a bear market looks like, well, I like it. If this is what a bear market looks like, I like it, man. 2017, 2018, we never even got close to these highs. Never even close. You actually couldn't even break your previous local highs, right? So if this was the same as 2018, you would have come up. See, you had your local high here. You probably would have came up like this, right, and got topped out somewhere up there. You couldn't even break your local highs in 2018, which we did here. We smacked those local highs. If this is the same as 2018, I would have expected something like this, and a rejection here, right? The fact that we just smashed those local highs, not even close, man. Obviously, we have a little bit of work to do, but I don't know. That's just me. Man, I'm looking at the charts. I think Bitcoin's going to 5 zeros. It already has 5 zeros, doesn't it? Oh no, it has 4. It has 4. I think Bitcoin's going to 5 zeros as well. I agree. Where are you going on vacation? I'm going to Florida, my man. Going to Florida. Should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. Really, I'm looking forward to it. I'm blurry right now. And it'll be nice to have a week off. Like I said, I haven't had a week off from work in a long time. Probably over 2 years. Probably closer to 3, honestly, at this point. So I'm excited for it. Should be fun. What's up, MT? You're late? You're late? You're coming towards the end, my man. You're coming towards the end here. But, yeah, it should be a fun time, man. 49.2. BTC, ETH just chilling. If this is a bear market, that's a bull market. Like I said, if this is a bear market, I'm loving this bear market. You know, the total market cap's done a 2x. Coins have done a 3x. Bitcoin's went up 70%. ETH has done a 2x. Cardano's done over a 2x. Solana's done a 3x. DOT's done a 3x. You know, I like it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Miami? Not Miami this time. Orlando. Orlando. Too many hurricanes in Boston. The hurricanes are supposed to be done by Monday, which is good. My flight's on Tuesday, so it should be pretty good. Should be. My flight was timed perfectly. If it was Monday, I probably would have got canceled. If it was Sunday, I probably would have got canceled. Perfect. Who will I troll while you're on vacation? Savvy? I'm just kidding. Don't troll Savvy, guys. He gets enough. I watch Savvy's stream because of the chat. He gets friggin' pissed at his chat. I think it's absolutely hilarious. But he gets enough trolls in this chat. He gets enough trolls in this chat. So don't troll Savvy. Don't troll Savvy. Are you still getting a shib tattoo? I'm still getting a shib tattoo. Only if I'm not getting a shib tattoo. What are you talking about, Kyle? I'm getting a Doge tattoo if Bitcoin doesn't break all-time highs by the end of this year. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. We're getting pretty close. And we still got September. We still got 4 months. 4 months to break 65K. I'm feeling confident right now. Geez, you guys didn't take that on the end of that bet. You guys probably would be sweating right now. You guys would be sweating. I'm not sweating. I never sweated that bet. Why do you think I made that damn bet? Because I'm not sweating that damn bet at all. What's with the multiple visits to Florida? Miami was a friend's trip. This one's a family trip. Going with the fam, Bob, Chris. No, I'm just kidding. It's a family trip this time. It's a damn family trip. Should be fun. Looking forward to it. Going to see Chris at Disney World? We might go to Disney like one day, or something. We're not going to go every day. Obviously, stuff's getting pretty crazy down there. So, we'll see what happens. Either way, it'll be fun, whatever we do. I'm not going to comment on that, Water. Not comment on that, my friend. But I lived in Florida? No, I wish I lived in Florida. That'd be nice. I live up here in Taxachusetts. And Massachusetts, in my opinion, is one of the worst states to live in. To me, like, everything about it is just not great. Taxachusetts, everyone up here is stuck up and annoying. The weather is so emotional, which some people like. I don't like it. And everything costs so freaking much up here, dude. And it's not fun. It's not like living in New York where there's a bunch to do, or living in, another city that there's a bunch to do and it's expensive, like Cali or something. It's just so expensive for no reason. It's just not a fun state. There's not really much fun to do up here. I don't know, man. I don't like it up here, but I live up here. That's where my family is. Should move to New Hampshire. No. And on top of all that, it costs like, dude, to buy a house up here, it's like $300,000-$400,000 to buy a cardboard box in Massachusetts. It's not even like it's a great state. Okay, it literally costs $300,000-$400,000 to get a cardboard box. When I can move to Florida or Texas or something like that and buy a massive house for like $250,000. It's nuts how overpriced everything is up here. New England is great if you like outdoor activities. I guess. New England's good. It's just Massachusetts, man. It's just not much to do up here. Now I'll never move there. Now I'll never move there. But yeah, I'm kind of going on a rant against Massachusetts. Red Sox makes it worth it. Yeah, sports is probably the only good thing up here. We're always pretty good at sports. 1 million gets you a cardboard box in Los Angeles. Facts. Monday for me. All right, guys. Probably gonna call it a stream here. Been live for like an hour and a half. Got some stuff to take care of. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. And then I gotta get ready for tonight's stream. Should be a good night stream tonight. We'll get some on-chain data and stuff like that. So we'll look at some other stuff we don't normally look at. So I will catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging out as always. Hope you took a lot of my long-term charts and listen to why I think that we're pretty bullish here on the long term. Don't always look at the short term, guys. I know we look at it on stream because it's fun to look at. It's not always fun to look at the weekly charts. It's kind of boring, to be honest. But that's what really matters, right? Long-term charts. Look at this total market cap, by the way. So beautiful. Other than that, guys, I'll catch you guys tonight, 7 to 10. Make sure you guys stay easy. Enjoy your Saturday. Don't look at the charts all day. Do not look at the charts all day. It'll make you go insane. It'll make you go insane. Don't look at the hourly, the 4 hour. It's going to make you go insane. There's really no point in looking at it. No point in looking at the long-term charts at all. Or the short-term charts. Other than that, catch you guys later. As always, peace.